welcome to another episode of Triple P&J.
That's because I just hit the button.
Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm back.
Yo. How long are you back for this time? Welcome back.
Don't forget to like, comment.
If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe.
Click the notification bell up in the corner. For our audio listeners, make sure y'all are tuning in and downloading the episodes.
I just find it real funny how.
Oh, here we go.
I just find it real funny how I finally wear my damn uniform.
And nobody else.
And ain't none of y'all wear the shit this time.
Maybe you should have sent the memo out.
I put it on Snapchat. You watched it.
Is that where the memo goes?
You watched it.
I just watched it.
You was in my views earlier. I saw it.
I didn't see that until I was sitting here, sir.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Well, we're gonna bring it in today. It's Father's Day.
Do you need
wanted to let y'all know Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there and everybody that's stepping up to a father figure role.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers here and not here.
Yep.
To everyone.
To all y'all. Yeah. Come on now.
We still getting We're still getting used to the sound effects.
Exactly.
That was fireworks.
I don't know if it's just me, but every time I look at this board, it's like confused. It's like I can't read every time I see this because I don't know what word is what.
Too many buttons.
Well, then they abbreviate it too, because what is a barisa?
Embarrassing.
Don't know. Press it. Yeah.
Embarrassment.
Oh, okay. That means that we're stupid. Got it.
Embarrassing.
Noted.
So yeah, it's Father's Day today. Happy Father's Day to you, Troy. You're the only father in the room with an actual child. You know, we have.
Why you look at me?
Because I was about to talk about the dogs first.
I ain't got nothing on the way.
I was about to talk about the dogs first, but I felt like
what we heard.
He know us.
I felt like it was best to talk about the real father first, and now we can talk about us, the fathers.
Yeah.
Because they just as expensive. I sent them to summer camp last week, and yeah,
they're basically children that just don't speak.
Yeah, because they sure sleep all day just like newborn babies,
and they whine.
Yep, all the time.
Yep,
I always want treats and shit.
Extra friendly.
I always want to go outside.
Oh man.
But yeah, how y'all feeling on this Father's Day today?
Fantastic. I got a chance to have a group call with my brother, my sister, and my dad. He got out of church and we just had a great conversation. So yeah, brought it in on a good one.
Okay. How you enjoyed yours? What you get?
I got some roses and a card, a heartfelt card. So yeah.
You cried?
No, I didn't cry.
It sounded like he was about to cry.
No,
it sounded like I felt it.
I felt it.
Well, no, you know what I'm saying? It was just because I mean, it's only two times in my life I've ever received flowers, and it's like never. I mean, I'm a man. I don't be thinking about flowers. But the first time I received flowers was, it was from the stance of, hey, you know what I'm saying? We never give black men their flowers while they're alive. So I want you, you know what I'm saying, to get your flowers. So they gave me some flowers. I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit dope. Like it's real heartfelt. So those flowers will always mean something.
It was right here, huh,
yeah.
brother?
And then them, like, I worked overnight, and so when I got up this morning, it was like, hey, you know what I'm saying, we got something for you. Check your truck. And I walked out there, and I was like, oh, okay.
Hell yeah, that's
dope.
what's up, man.
Yeah, and then, you know, what would Father's Day be without, you know, a child? Mine's text me. Tell me I need to buy her a new phone today. So,
so I gotta buy you a phone on my day.
I gotta buy you a phone on my day.
You got a gift, so here's I need to give it to.
Oh, speaking of that, major shout out to you and your child. You sent her off to college.
Yes, it is. Crazy.
Yeah. 17, 18 years of being a daddy.
Yeah.
So since you're the father in the room, I want to ask you, so when you became a father, did you feel like you were ready to be a father, and did you feel like you were going to be a good father when you became one?
Oh.
Like, what was your initial reaction?
So, growing up, like, I was always, like, the person that the kids would gravitate to, like, whenever parents and everything would go out, like, I would always be the one, like, babysitting. All of us is in the house, but it's always my responsibility because everybody listening to me, you know what I'm saying? My mama or friends would bring their kids over. All the kids would rock with me. So it was always a thing. I couldn't wait to have my own kid.
Yeah.
And then when I found out...
Do you feel like you was going to have a daughter or a son first?
I was hoping for a son first, but I knew with my luck,
God was gonna give you the daughter.
I knew.
Yeah, he sure was.
I knew it was gonna be a girl. So, and I feel like I was good. It was still on my mind that hey, I'm ready to be a dad. Like when it came time, and I felt that way. Just turned 18.
Okay.
Just turned 18. Yeah, and I felt that way. I felt like I was ready all the way up until like that day. Well, it was actually like 2 days before because it was like we got to the point where you got to go to the doctor like every day, and I was like, well, saying at this point in time, the baby could come like any day, and I've done this shit so many times, bro, but I could not put that fucking car seat in the car. Like that bitch was too loose for me, and I was like, I don't want nothing to happen to my baby.
You know what's funny? The other day when I went where I went, I said the same thing because they were like, you want to put it in the car? I was like, I know how to do this. I said, but knowing my luck, this baby will fly around and then I'll lose my title. So, nope, not doing it.
Yeah, I can see it right Demoted. Troy gonna be in the car with the ratchet strap trying to crank that bitch down, making sure it's locked in.
I was damn near like at that point, son. And I remember I went in the house. And like I slammed the door. My mom was like, "Boy, what the fuck wrong with you?" And I was like, "I can't get the damn car seat now." And I got emotional. I was like, "I don't want nothing to happen to my baby." And my mom went out there. She was like, "It's fine. It's all right. It's okay. It's secure. It's not gonna be firm." I was like, "I just don't want nothing to happen."
You had the one where it had like the anchors and stuff, and you had to put the seatbelt.
Yeah, you got to put the seatbelt through it and all that old shit. Yeah. And but yeah, like. I got past that day, and then the day of, it was an eventful day. And when it came time to we going to the doctor every day, go back, and she was like, "Well, I guess we're having a baby today. I ripped your sack yesterday, so yeah, now you're in labor."
Oh my God!
Why you didn't tell us yesterday? And then so it was where we walked out, and we literally going like 50 feet up the street to Bird, and I was like. What if she don't like me? It's like I ain't playing no trip to Disney World. Like I'm about to be a bad day.
like you still got all these years to plan this.
Because Disney ain't cheap.
And a newborn ain't gonna remember that.
I don't remember none of that shit. I was
taking to Disney World.
I was panicking.
Wait till she 3 at least.
Come on, we finna go see the world.
Speaking of which, I still, baby, I'm gonna bring you to Disney World. She ain't never asked us. I ain't even tripping on it.
Come on,
I'm gonna bring my baby to where she want to go. She might not want to go to Disney World.
Yeah.
You took pictures?
When?
When the baby was born?
Yeah. Well, I didn't take pictures. That was the last thing on my mind. But
were you in the room?
Pictures. Yeah, of course.
Did you watch?
I didn't. I was watching, but then it came down to where they was like she, I don't remember what exactly was going on, but the baby had stopped coming and like her mama wasn't pushing. It was like, hey, like if you don't push, like we're gonna have to do an emergency C-section. And I was like, in my mind, like her mom was a dancer, so I'm like, what we not about to do going forward? You're not gonna be walking around this fucking house holding this C-section scar on my baby head. So I remember I left from the foot of the bed. I walked up there to the head of the bed where she was. I put my arm behind the pillow, like raised up. I grabbed the leg and I was like, push. And she's like, stop yelling at me. I was like, fuck all that. I said, I love you. Push.
That's some choice stuff right there.
That's too much for my cousin.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
But about 5 pushes later, my baby was here.
Out, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
man, the yelling got the job done. So,
and that's where the father figure steps in. Sometimes you got to put all that aside. He said, "Fuck all that. Let's go.
Let's go."
We got
I went in the game, boys.
Come on now. Yeah, come on. You coaching them through it. Yeah, big ups to that, man. That's what's up, bro. I'm just saying that because like we was having a discussion a while back about people who be posting their pictures of the children or the babies.
Oh, before they clean them up.
And then still got fresh out. Still got the juices and everything on them, bro. Like this baby look like he got like wet baby powder on him. Like come on,
look like an alien. Eyes not even open.
For real.
He don't know which way to look. The baby don't even hear yet. Like
the last baby that I saw be born she came out, and when her eyes finally opened, she started looking around, and I'm sitting there trying to talk. I was like, I'm right here. She said, hello. I'm right here.
Who is this?
She just looking everywhere like, I'm new to this world. I don't want to focus on you right now, but
I don't even know how to control my eyes right now. All in my face.
Too, girl, look, mortgage is up. The bills is crazy.
Put me back.
I'm here again. No.
I'm back to this ghetto ass place.
Put me back.
I'm back here again. Oh no.
My eyes too.
Damn. I gotta deal with this shit 80 years again.
Imagine you first come out and you got somebody just all in your face.
They got the heat with the killers.
I was like, hello.
I'm your parent.
I was supposed to get him the fuck out of my face.
Okay.
Oh,
I just start hollering.
And that's when they start crying.
I can't even get in the world.
man.
They already in my face.
Already in their face. But just to piggyback on like one more thing, like with my daughter, like when she was finally out, we didn't do that taking pictures with her. You know what I'm saying? With all the after birth and all that shit there. But like it went from like a happy moment to like, oh, the baby's out to, you see the TV shit. She wasn't crying. But when the doctor turned around, like, my baby did her head like this and, like, looked over at her mama, like, and gave her mama, like, the meanest fucking look. Like, bitch, you got me back here again? Like, and so, like, she was looking around. Like, so we see her looking, so, okay, like, everything good. They gave her, like, her first set of shots, and, like, my baby never said nothing. And then when the woman ended up, like, thumping the bottom of her foot or some shit like that, and she's like, wham. I was like, my baby gangsta fuck.
She got that chore blood in her.
I was like, my baby gangsta fuck off the rip.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Did y'all do any kind of like photo shoots? Any 1 month, 2 months?
Oh, when we did a photo shoot when she was maybe like 3 or 4 months. Mm-hmm. We did one, and that's one of those things where those pictures, like my family never let me live down, especially my brother, because that's when I was rocking my curly hair and my daughter's hair was naturally curly. Yeah. 20 centimeters. Yeah. Yes.
Talk about it.
We let it live. It grew out.
I'm about to say, was it a hair full of hair?
It was full.
Yeah. They look like twins for real.
I mean, it was never bald headed.
Come on now.
You had a Jerry curl?
They look like
that's what it looked like.
He has the nice S curl, baby.
Oh, let's not talk about those. I think most of us done you had one too.
No, the hell I did. Curtis had the braids.
Curtis had braids?
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
I've never seen you pictures.
Y'all keep an eye on the picture right here.
I thought I wanted braids at one point, and then my dad, because in his younger days, and then back in his older days, he had braids, and I was like, yeah, I wanna get braids, and it was too much hair. My hair was thick as hell. It would curl up. I mean, if it was like in a fro sometimes, but it hurt getting it braided, and then depending on who's braiding it, it's like tight.
Day two.
Like you can't. Right. You had braids?
I had braids for 2 times out of my life. Y'all wouldn't believe it, I'm telling y'all.
But you can't sleep a certain way. That shit hurt.
You sleeping like this.
Your damn scalp is red as hell. It's like, okay.
You put a bundle on?
No, I had a do-rag on or a stocking cap. But it's like
stocking caps, OG shit.
Yeah. Yeah, real OG around here. But anyway, no, it was just like first day of school, going in with this damn. That's probably why I was angry. Going with these tight ass braids, and then my forehead already big, hairline's always been where it is now. It didn't just happen. It's been like this. My dad fucked up my hairline because he used to shave before I got the braids. He used to shave my hair bald, and yeah, it fucked it up. But my punishment, the last time I had braids was in 5th grade, and I got in trouble for tripping the teacher, and like I stuck my foot out and tripped her old ass, and
damn near bust her ass.
She looked at me and was like, "If you even laugh," and I busted out laughing and got sick.
I'm dying. I'm dying laughing.
But my punishment was I had to get my hair cut off, and I'm like, I don't want this shit no more anyway. So I'm like, really? I gotta cut my hair? Like, this is a real punishment? Okay, I'm gonna cut my hair. But yeah, that was the last time I had braids, and then like on to high school, I was experimenting. I was blind. It was a lot. There was a lot going on back in those days. Yeah. But thank you for bringing that up.
So since y'all two don't have kids, how do y'all think y'all would handle fatherhood?
You know, I'm around kids a lot, and I feel like I would be a great father, actually.
The baby just gonna be bad as hell.
You know, they say the kid acts worse than you or just like you, and if they act like me, when I was a little jit, I definitely...
You got your work cut out.
Yeah, I got my work cut out for me. But, I mean, I feel like I can handle it. I don't feel like I'm ready for that right now with everything I have going on. If it happens, it happens. But I would be prepared either way. But I think I would be a good dad.
You could have a daughter or a son?
I think I would want a son, but ultimately I would want a healthy baby. So either way, I'm gonna be a good dad and a present father because I feel like that's important, and that's what I was going to talk about next. Because my father's deceased, yours is deceased, and yours is deceased. So for us, and including you, I know your dad's still here, but including.
But yeah, I do want kids.
I'm sorry, I forgot. My bad.
So let you finish.
Before we answer, yes, my bad.
Damn. But no, I definitely do think that I'm child ready. I always tell myself, like, I don't know what it is. Like, I just had an epiphany one day that I feel like God's just gonna put a daughter in my life. It's gonna tone me down, and I'm just.
I could see a girl around you.
Yeah.
I see a boy around you.
Do you?
I'm trying you all the way up the wall.
Do you see when it's gonna happen?
No.
Okay.
Do you have any dreams lately? Any? Okay.
And if I did, I ain't about to speak on it. No, I ain't about to speak it into existence. A natural occurrence.
Yup, 100%. If it happens, it happens. But we ain't pushing for it.
Definitely not trying either. But
yeah.
But yeah.
But no, back on that, you know.
I was gonna ask, for everybody in the room, how do you guys feel like having a present father in your life affected or impacted you growing up? Anybody could start.
You go first.
I'm thinking.
I always go first.
I'm thinking.
A present father is just extremely important. Like for me, I didn't realize how much of a dad that I had until I got older, because you don't realize what other people's family dynamics go through at a younger age, unless you're around them all the time. You gonna understand your immediate family, stuff like that. But like, the type of environment that I grew up in, I was a military kid. I was well provided for. My dad, he was there a lot, as much as he could be. Like, he would always make sure that, like, if I wanted to be in sports, he would ask me, like, Dad, you want to do this? You want to try this? You want to try this? And then the things that I did do, he was always participating. Like, when I was young, I don't think I was, like, 9 or whatever, and I tried football out. No, basketball came before then. And, I tried basketball. I liked it. I just felt like I wasn't, like, good for, like, the organized sports. Then I stopped that after a while, but he was always supportive about it. And then football came, and that's when it like really kind of like I was like really big into football at that age, and my dad was always there. Like he became a volunteer coach. You know, he'd get off work and he'll come out there to practice. You know, he became like one of the coaches to help the other children out, you know, that didn't really have like, you know, supportive parental figures in their life at the moment. And transitioning into like high school, you know, I was in band. You know, he brought his trailer. He would go to all the games, especially the away ones. You know, we put all our band equipment on his trailers. Like he was real tight with the band director at the time. And anything that he could do to be there for us, he was there. You know, because at our younger years, he was, you know, military. He would get deployed. I remember one time he came back from deployment. I didn't really know who he was because I was still young at the time. And, like, he's gone for, like, a year and a half. That's when deployments was long. And so having a present father, you know, that's there for their children really means the world because those become core memories that, you know, you cherish. And, like, there's just so much. This is a lot. Like, my dad has taught me so much just between just, you know, being a man of your word. Your name is all you got. You know, your work ethic. You know, I still got things to work on. But he's always been a solid man. Like, he really was always a solid provider. Like, he would get off work and then go work at Power Zone, back when Power Zone was a big thing. And then, like, he started doing, like, you know, he did, like, his own side business. You know, he would go cut yards. He would go do fence jobs to make sure that he could provide for Christmas, things like that. And I never understood all that as a child because I didn't see that behind the scenes. You know, there's a lot that a father does behind the scenes that their kids don't really know about. So, yeah, I mean, you can be present without being present.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and to piggyback off of that, I feel like mine was the same way. Like, I don't remember a time where there was any time that I wanted for anything that I needed. Mm-hmm. Like, there's always going to be times where they will say no to certain things that they know you don't need, and you know you don't need it till you just want it. But the essential things and stuff that would help me, like, grow, I always got all of that from him. So he was very supportive. Looking back at it as a child, you don't, like you said, you don't really realize some of the stuff that they're teaching you and instilling into you as a small child. You're like, what are you telling me all this for? I just want to go outside and play, but or watch TV. But no, I think my dad, he was very present. Onto my teenage years, we were always close. We had a close bond. Teenage years, when I started rebelling, we did butt heads a little bit, but you could always see that the love was still there. And during those rebellious years, I appreciate the tough love that he gave me and things like that, because it made me into the person I am now. To not have him physically here anymore, I remember things that he taught me and stuff that he would say, and I'm like, okay, I know why you were saying this now, so that's why I am how I am now. Like, stand on business first. I don't care what we have going on right now. I'm going to take care of business first, and then we could play later, and things like that. So he always instilled, like, work ethic into me, and then, like you said, being a man of your word and standing firm on what you believe in and things like that. So it's very present and helpful to my everyday life.
Yeah, 100%. And I do believe that so wholeheartedly. Like, your name, you know, your name is pretty much what you got. Because when people hear your name, they're like, oh, yeah, they're going to speak either good, they're going to speak ill will on you, or whatever the case.
Or it might be in between. Some might have some good to say, some might have some bad to say, some might say both. You just never know.
At that point, I kind of feel like that was on you. That was on you.
On them?
Them, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you stirred up the pot with this one, then you was the problem, because Curtis is a solid ass person, man.
Yeah, don't stir the pot and then play the victim, because once you start stirring the pot, I'm pouring that bitch out. So
boiling and all.
They say different people bring different sides out.
I strongly agree with that. Because like he said, solid friend. I mean, each friend has, like, plays a different role in your life. Like, you treat them all with the same respect, but they don't get the same version of you, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, like, our relationship's different. Ours is ours. All of ours are different. So, yeah, if you broke that, you broke it. It is what it is. It was on you. It wasn't on me. I played a part, but it wasn't on me. I didn't start it.
Big Taurus.
He cut it, but you gave him the scissors.
Sure did. And I chopped that hoe right up.
I'm me try this one out.
Boo! Oh, shit.
We had war over here.
But what's y'all's response?
I think fathers being present is very important. I think mothers they nurture you, but I think fathers build your character. They build your personality, because I know my personality is all of my father. I don't act nothing like my mama. My mama very serious, but my daddy was popular. Everybody knew him. He was very outspoken. Everybody talked to him, so everything, my whole personality is my daddy. And I don't know, having a father meant a lot to me. It really did shape my life. My daddy died when I was 18, so I took that very hard. I didn't realize it, but over the years, you know, I still mourn my daddy a lot. But I actually still wear his ring. So, but he shaped my life a lot. Yeah.
That's his ring?
That's my daddy ring.
Okay, that's why I see you wear that all the time. I used to
and you
wonder,
know what's
I thought
crazy?
It was like maybe it was just sentimental.
This is the only finger it would fit on, the wedding ring finger.
He
and
got
a
your
lot
heart.
He keep a lot of men out my face.
Come on.
Cause he do. You married? I be like, yup, that's what that is.
It's my wedding band.
AKA mind your business.
Okay, and I laugh about it every time, like that damn George, still keeping them out my face.
That's what's up.
Yeah, but he was a hard worker. He didn't treat me like a boy, but he did, if that makes sense. He told me, if you don't work, you don't eat, Kay. And I was like, I don't think it go like that. I think it said if a man don't, but okay, all right. So he was the reason why I work so hard, why, I go after my goals and all of that, and I work 2 jobs so much because my daddy instilled
You be a go-getter. I do give you that.
Yeah, my daddy instilled that in me.
And when you gonna be there, you gonna be there.
I can't even lie. My daddy had me spoiled.
Me too.
Spoiled.
Shit. So, back in school, I thought she was rich, because she used to come with these new damn shoes every week.
Every time a shoe drop, my daddy got it for me. I feel like
That's
he
where
did
that
that
came
because
from.
Being a sneakerhead.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's
he
where
did
that
that
came
because he
from.
couldn't be as present as he wanted to be because he was working in Texas, so he had to make up for it in other ways. So, I mean, I kind of understand, but at the same time, it's like, damn, I'd rather you be here. But he would come spend time with me when he could. Like, on weekends, he'd drive down, or he would take me back with him during the summer.
And see, I can't tell you one thing my daddy bought me. One thing. But he is the biggest part of my life, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you one thing he bought, but I have so many memories with him, so much time that he spent a lot of time with me. So we went and did stuff. But I can't tell you $1 he spent. But that meant more to me than him buying me anything.
Yeah. I had like a mixture of... Were you finished? I'm sorry, I didn't want to, But I had like a mixture of both, like...
From this point on.
From this point, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I cut you off? Excuse me.
But it was like a mixture, because I primarily stayed with my dad, because my parents weren't together after I was born. So I would go... First, I think it was I would stay the weekends at my dad's house, and then eventually I, stay there permanently, and then I would go visit my mom and my sister and all of them. And I feel like, of course, he had to spend money on me. I was in the house all the time, and I was wanting something, and then, you get good grades in school that you're supposed to get already, and he would be like, okay, we're about to go to that fuck-ass Arby's and get this sourdough bread.
Sleep on Arby's now.
But Arby's is good, not sourdough, though. But, and then, when Blockbuster was around, he would take me there on Fridays or Saturdays, and he would let me rent whatever movies or TV shows I wanted to watch on my little portable DVD player. He got me, back when I thought I was a singer, he got me this damn... He got me this damn karaoke machine with a microphone, and I really thought I was a damn singer because you had the tapes at that point. So I figured out.
Okay, I'm gonna say something.
Hold on. I figured out how to record myself over the song. Like, I could hear myself singing. So you press, like, the record button and the play button at the same time. I think that's what it was. And I would put the microphone up to the TV, and I would be singing into the microphone. So then
you've been like this.
So then it would capture my voice over the track, and I was like, yeah, I'm a celebrity.
It feels like this.
What, Jalisa?
I'm not gonna do it.
20, 15 years later, this man still the same.
He still think he can sing.
Yep, that chair gonna be the stage.
Motherfucking speaker come out.
They used to have singing competitions in middle school, right?
Jesus.
At recess. And Curtis would be out there. I got whoever next.
And I keep calling him out like it's a pickup game.
And it was my biggest op at that time. I went against two,
Curtis
and
said, with you.
singing Chris Brown with you.
And that's when me and Curtis became best friends. Because ain't nobody who don't live with him.
And then at that point, me and Jalisa was in class getting in trouble. We wrote a song, or we started writing a song.
Hell yeah.
And the damn teacher ended up
Snatched that shit up.
and we went straight to the office, lunch detention.
For writing a song?
Bruh, and the crazy part about it is
We riding in our Chevy 6.
Yeah, they wouldn't call my mama when I got in trouble. They called my daddy, even though he was 3 hours away. And I bust out crying. Because why aren't you calling him and telling him I'll be in bed?
No.
Call my mama.
She really was a good child before I came around, so.
Call my mama, please. Don't call my daddy. Because I'm going to get in trouble for real.
See, for me, it was the same way. Like, so, when I was in school, my dad had already retired from the military. That's how he got here. And he would work at one of the elementary schools here. And I would, like, ride the bus from East Leesville to whatever school I went to at that time. And every time I would get in trouble, and I would have to ride the bus back to his school, I'm dreading going to this school because I already know I'm about to get this ass whooping, and I'm about to get this ass whooping in the office with this paddle. And it wasn't the 3 licks that the school would give you. It was like a whooping that you would get at home. And it was, yeah. I'll never forget one.
I don't know if y'all can see it, but that foot is bouncing.
After a while, they realized the whooping wasn't working, and I stopped getting them. So then it became like the verbal tough love at that point. So that, you know how parents sometimes they'll tell you certain things, and you're like, dang, I feel so low at this point. Mm-hmm. But I understand how it went back then. It was one time he was paddling me, and I, dumbass, tried to run. And they yoked me up so quick and put me back in his office. Never again. That's the last whooping I remember.
This damn Curtis. I used to be on the phone get cussed out by my daddy, crying on the phone. Curtis did it.
Daddy probably didn't like me.
Who is Curtis?
You don't even know who Curtis is.
Who the fuck is this Curtis child?
That I keep fucking hearing about because you in lunch detention. Cleaning up the library.
Dang, you was going to do it.
She was with me. We was the real Molly the maids.
We could never go outside.
Lunch would be over. They would have us in there.
It's the Capri Sun.
Yeah.
Wiping the tables down and shit. I've been there bad. He over there laughing. These bitches finna call my daddy, Curtis.
I ain't never took shit serious. Ever.
I used to be there with an attitude. Slaving shit down.
I know you was sick.
All because I laughed at him.
Yeah, because
You should have stopped hanging with him.
people can't stop. How many times I got and tries to stop hanging out with me? It don't work. But anyway, so yeah, she definitely
I felt that too.
It don't work. But she definitely would try to weasel her way out of the trouble, and I'd be like, well, no, she did this too. So
He used to be lying.
yeah, I did. Sorry, I apologize.
He used to be lying, huh?
I would definitely, like she do now, I would definitely throw her clean under the bus. It is a whole made up thing.
Bitch would be lying to teach. I'd be like, when did this happen?
Yeah, you laughing at me. Okay, you coming right with me.
I forgot. We was walking walking back from the park across. We were walking back from the park across the street one time, and I said something, and Curtis said, "Okay." So about 10 minutes later, when we get back to the classroom, I'm getting in trouble. I'm like, "What the hell?"
I went to the teacher and like, Jalisa, blah blah blah, and we got in trouble together.
Why?
So I've always been the type to take my friends along with me.
Good or bad, you coming with her.
Okay.
I'm
That's
going
what you
down,
call
we're going
it.
down
No
together.
friend
If
left
I'm going
behind.
up, we're going up together.
Yup, no friends left behind.
I used to be in there so confused. Like, what the fuck am I getting in trouble for?
And she'll be crying.
Because I know they finna call my daddy.
Face red.
They finna call my daddy, and I'm gonna get in trouble.
But Troy,
That's
What is topic?
that's funny.
what does it mean to you to be a present father?
To be a present, man, it really means a lot. To me, not to, I'm glad y'all had great experiences. Not to say that my experiences were bad, but I mean it wasn't ideal. So I don't know my real father. Never met that nigga a day before in my life. Fuck that boy. I know I know of his sisters. They used to write me letters and shit all the time when I was little. Then them bitches just stopped coming.
So he's your dad or is your father?
It's sperm donor. Yeah.
Because it's Happy Father's Day. You can be a father without being the father.
Yeah. But fuck him. And I'm saying that. I'm not saying it. Because I'm one of them people, you know what I'm saying? Like, as I got older and I understand life, hey, if the shit didn't work, the shit didn't work. But don't let the fucking kid be, you know what I'm saying, like a casualty of war, my nigga. Fuck. If you want to rock with my mama, bitch, that's between y'all. They ain't got shit to do with me, bitch. I ain't asked to be here.
Collateral damage.
So yeah, that was a good one too. I couldn't think of that. So just based off that, you know, I never wanted to inflict that same thing like upon my child whenever I had one. So it was like it's major for me to like be a father. Like me and my daughter's mom split when she was right when she turned 2 or 3. I forget, it was like somewhere between there. And for like the first 2 years of my daughter's life, so yeah, it was her. She was getting ready to turn 3. Like I'm all my daughter knew. Like I'm talking about, fuck it. I don't feel like going to work there. I just want to hang out with my baby. I'm not going. And I was working 3 jobs. You know what I'm saying? When my daughter was born, like I was doing role play, so I had to be at work at like be on base for like 4, 5 in the fucking morning. Leave there, come home, and I would go work, deliver pizzas at Papa John. I don't give a fuck if I couldn't do shit but go home and change a diaper. Like that meant something to me because I gotta spend some time with my baby today. You know what I'm saying? Like so, after we split, like that shit was tough. It was like, damn, but my little broke best friend, like it's gone. I see this little nigga every day, and now I can't see it then. So because when we split, and I moved back to Lafayette, and then I ended up moving to Monroe, and so like over the years, you know what I'm saying, it was a lot of stuff like I missed out on a lot of birthdays and everything like that because I couldn't get away like for work or school, whatever the situation was, and so it ultimately resulted in me just sending money, like trying to shower her with gifts or things of that nature, and you know. My daughter, she never give a fuck about none of that. She just really wanted her dad to be here. And it still carries on to this day because my daughter believes she's rich. Well, she believes I'm rich and her friends think that I'm rich because she do shit like, oh, I think that's cute. And she'll call me, like, is you in class? Yeah, but Dad, I just got to ask you a question. Can you get me this? Sure. It's like, oh my God, Kim, you're so, like, your dad gives you anything. Because, I mean, why wouldn't I? But that bothers me, though, that she thinks I'm rich because she can't recognize a broke man when she sees one. And that really bothers me.
You're rich to her.
Yeah. That
change her standards, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't come half-stepping with her.
You can't come half-stepping.
You got to have 3 jobs.
Got to have.
Yup.
Got to have at least.
If she wanted, you gotta buy it.
Ask, you better go.
Right. I better hit it fucking Cash App then.
I better hear it.
Quick as hell.
Because coins dropping.
And it do matter because when I had kids, I threw my daddy in my baby daddy face so much. Like if my daddy was here, I wouldn't be asking you for shit. Cause my daddy would have had it. I wouldn't have had to ask.
Right. Daddy, he would be like, okay.
So you can't take me out on a dinner cause my daddy would. Yeah.
hearing it from y'all though, like I hear it, and the same thing come from my sister. It's crazy. It's crazy to hear the kind of caliber of men that is out there today. Like y'all don't hold no door for no women, bro. Like y'all not
nothing though,
bro. Like nothing. Like there's no type of chivalry. And I hate to say it like chivalry, but no, like that's really what it is, bro. Like y'all not being men.
And we can, you know what I'm saying? We in this new day and age. We ain't gotta say chivalry. Just be motherfuckers, just having fucking manners, being polite. Okay. But then you know what I'm saying? That also like plays into, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't have a, you know what I'm saying, a prominent father figure, you know what I'm saying, like, or you know what I'm saying, at least a prominent male role model in your life. These are things that you wouldn't know. So like,
some of them have.
But then shit, man, sometimes your dad be a fuck nigga too. So you just. I mean, you can't expect to learn nothing from him.
How do I clap on that?
But you know, it be little shit like that. Like I said, the first 2 years, like my daughter knew. Like we had a routine. Like we getting up, we watching TV, we playing games. You know what I'm saying? Every Friday was, you know what I'm saying, daddy daughter date night. You know what I'm saying? We going to either fucking McDonald's or we would always go to McDonald's and then we'll go eat at Marble Slab and then we'll always go to the park. And then once a month, we'll go to Wagon Master. You know what I'm saying? I'm dressing up, and she in a romper, in a cedar, and I'm in that bitch. I got a shirt and tie on and shit, like walking there with this motherfucker, happy as a motherfucker, though.
A romper, a onesie. She just happened to be there.
Whatever.
I was trying to picture the romper.
She just drooling and
shit. Got her fucking bottle. Ain't worried about a goddamn thing.
And what was you eating?
Steak.
She over there having smiling, drinking that bottle.
Okay.
It wasn't well done. It wasn't well done.
No, by that time I was I had moved to medium well then.
Good, because you been
shaking the table.
Shaking the damn table. My baby again, see, I can't have no hard ass thing. You see, I just told you how I felt about the damn car seat, baby. No extra moving around my damn baby. But
the table
the table about to collapse.
Oh my god.
Shut the rest of
man, come here.
Shut all this shit
Check
down.
the nails.
Y'all little piece of cardboard under the lab.
Why the hell is y'all table not nailed to the floor?
Bitch, I need to put all those salt packets under this because this bitch need to be stable. Like, fuck that. My baby sit here.
Give me the hammer and the screw. I do it. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Fuck worry about it. You start keeping this shit under
the baby chair like, is it stable?
For real. Man.
Y'all told her.
But yeah, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like, a lot of that shit comes from the fact that I knew I was having a girl. If I would have had a son, I'm like, that would be okay. Maybe okay.
Yeah, you gotta give him a little bit more tougher love.
Yeah, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, give him a little bit more tougher love, you know what I'm saying, just to make sure, you know what I'm saying, that they turn out good. But yeah, I mean, it's just going back to, just to wrap it up, you know what I'm saying, like going on, just spending that time with my daughter, like buying her whatever it is that she wants, you know what I'm saying, like within reason, majority of the time, because she is spoiled as shit. Because she's my only real child, so I'm giving her whatever the fuck she want. But just going on them dates, spending that time with her, doing little chivalrous shit, making sure that when we're walking in stores, like if we're walking on the street, as the man, you're supposed to walk on the side that traffic is on.
Say it again.
Like people that was like little simple shit like that, like making sure that I'm opening and closing the door, like for her.
Sitting facing the door.
Yes.
Being vigilant. Like
right.
You see all these plays on videos about, you know, people, couples walking in public and the guy is being strategic. Oh, the door's over here. I got 3 people on my left side. And then you got the girl like,
and honestly, that's the date or not. That's just natural for me. I don't even want my back facing the door.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
I hate when there's a door on each side. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll just stand up.
But it's just a lot of lost. It's a lot of lost positive masculinity out there that is just getting further and further behind, man. Right. And I hate to see that because, like I said earlier, like I hear it from my sister. And I'm like, because I'll do certain things when I go visit her, and she'll be like, oh well, my so-and-so. I was like, he don't do that for you? I was like, all right, well, time to let that one go.
Yeah, gotta let it go. Gotta let them know. So with the even to open the car door, she had a friend and like he just let her get in the car. I was like, oh, that shit couldn't be me. And I just said like it was one of those things like as a dad I thought I said that shit in my mind, but it came out.
You open the door for your girl every time?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Which I'm bringing. I'm always keeping a. Y'all see how my backseat be fucked up? It's always an extra jacket. And if I'm going on a date, like you get cold, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I got you.
Yeah, usually I'll do that on like times in like outings and stuff like that. Date night, super night. You know, like not super nice, but just like outings. Sometimes like when y'all just in public, you know, Walmart in and out, a little bit different, but.
Oh no.
You want it every time.
Every time. Don't touch that fucking bug. I'm gonna break your fucking nose. Like I'm the man.
I've seen some shit like that. You good? I know you good, but get in the fucking
shit. Even if we beefed out.
Here, I open this fucking door.
Get your stupid ass in the car.
Here, I open this fucking jar of mayonnaise. Shit.
For girls, like fathers really do shape how you choose your man and what you expect from your man and, you know, stuff like that. So it's really important for a woman. And not that it's not important for a man, because it is. But,
yeah, because it teaches us how to act. Like you were just saying, how to, I mean, unless your daddy a fuck nigga too. But for us, it teaches us how to act and how to properly, you know, deal with.
Because believe it or not, women do look to the male figure in their life. That's what they look for in a man.
Yeah.
The similarities to their father. Yes. Like, are you going to be able to provide? Are you going to be able to do what I need you to do?
Because I need you to keep this standard that my daddy built.
Yeah, he built that shit. Yeah. He built that shit.
Okay. Yeah. And my daddy spoiled the shit
out of me. Shoes every week is a tall building to climb.
It is.
They come out
get them 3 jobs.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
And not necessarily saying that you have to buy me shoes every week, but shit, at least be able to keep up.
Yeah, keep up.
Well, I don't know, because last time we talked about significant other buying shoes, we said the old saying back in the day, you buy them shoes, they walk about your life. Remember that?
But I'm not that type of partner. Don't buy me shoes until we at least 6 months in, though. Cause
don't look at me. I ain't buying no shoes.
Not
buying them.
6 months in, I might stay.
So what's something y'all would technically expect out of y'all significant others?
Time.
Yeah, I feel
time
like
spent. I need you to spend time with me.
Being
I don't
present.
care what we doing. I just need you to spend time with me. I'm clingy.
The attention, affection.
Yeah.
I'm a very affectionate person when I like somebody, so.
Yeah, touch me.
And that's how we get.
That's how we get kids.
Two of them. But yeah, affection and time. Because like I say, I don't know what my daddy bought me. I couldn't tell you the first thing he bought me, but he spent a lot of time with me. So that's what I look for. And we ain't got to go nowhere or do nothing. Just spend time with me.
Yeah, that's just what you value.
Yeah.
That's what you value. I'm not trying to say, like, you know, if you're materialistic, it's not an issue. You know, just certain people have different love languages and stuff like that. Now, I mean, if you out here talking about, like, well, you got me a Toyota 2023 and I didn't get the fucking Lamborghini, then, yeah, maybe you have a problem.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying don't spend money. Spend your money, please.
But I feel like I've taken a lot of characteristics from my father. Like, my gift giving is definitely
top tier.
It is. I ain't even experienced. I just be seeing them.
Jalisa be giving some fire gifts.
Top tier. This coach right here.
I learned that from my dad.
Let's pull out the coach keychain. Hold on, man. Come on. I ain't got the wallet right now, but we still in there. Much love, appreciate it.
No problem.
Christmas is right around the corner, and I've already started looking for y'all gifts.
I know.
This man be 6 months in planning. I was like,
I did. Because I have to think about the gifts, and I have to think about the person I'm buying it for, if they're going to like it, because you're going to tell me to my face you like it regardless, but... Yeah, I need to make.
I need to know that
I need to make sure that you are going to.
I don't know what to get you.
I'm not easy to figure out.
I'll figure it out. But I started with Daniel first. I started finding Daniel stuff. That's why I need to get them out the way.
Appreciate it. I'm glad to know that I'm not a hard person to shop for.
I know exactly what to get there.
I'm easy to shop for?
Yes.
Okay. I be feeling like I have to outdo myself every time when it comes
Me too, and that's my
problem. And the gifts get more and more expensive
and I just be sitting there like, damn.
Klarna?
Klarna be like, damn, bitch, again? Fuck. But no.
Speak on that. Y'all think y'all need to reset. Because looking at what y'all did for each other this last year, y'all
We need to humble each
Start
other.
from the basics. Start from
y'all gotta start with
the gift card.
Man, gotta go back down to gift cards. Y'all can only give cars, houses. That's it. That's what y'all live.
Curtis,
Cars.
I took out a mortgage for you. Here's this.
I like
Thank you so much. Here's this $10,000 camera.
Thank you so much. That's gonna be the new camera we use.
Well, baby, I wear a size 3 bedroom, 2 bath.
How you gonna wear that?
She put it on back. She said, "Oh, this shit." She got straight
Like this. This is nice.
The podcast group gifts get better and better every year. I can't even remember the first year what it was, but each year we outdo I'm not gonna say outdo each other, but we outdo ourselves every year. Like they get better. Like this past year, all of my gifts for everybody was like personal.
Yeah.
I love personal gifts. It's more thought into it.
I do. I think all of us.
Don't give me no card with money in it.
Yeah, I think all of us are pretty good when it comes to that. We really shit. But anyway, speaking on gifts, this is our last segment. We're gonna talk about, kind of digging back to the whole Father's Day thing. You know, gifts is one thing, but like being able to be a provider for the family, talking about the struggles that a father has to go through to be able to provide for his children, do y'all got any talking points on that? Like what do y'all think is some of the things that y'all father had to struggle through to be able to provide for y'all?
My father had a heart attack, I think, when I was like 13, and he took that shit so hard because he wasn't gonna be able to do everything that he previously did for me. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that kind of opened my eyes a little bit to not be as materialistic as I was as a child. Mm-hmm. Because I would always be like, yeah, my daddy gonna buy me this, my daddy gonna buy me that, but my daddy can't do that right now, so I need to humble myself. So
go ahead.
That was it.
Same, because my dad, the first time, got diagnosed with throat cancer when I was 14 or 15. I was in high school. So it was like that same thing. Like at that point in time, I was about to start working myself. So him pushing me to work, he didn't really show me that it was a struggle, but I could see it. Looking back at it now, I'd see what he was going through, because he would have to take certain time off of work to deal with treatment, and all of that time is not paid. Some of it is. So yeah, I watched us not be able to live the lifestyle that we once were living. Like, we weren't broke or struggling to my knowledge, but I could definitely tell the shift, and that's when I became the man I am now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it opened my eyes to a lot. Like, shit hurt.
Yeah, no, that's real spill.
What about you?
I really can't say that I have a true time like when I seen the struggle. I think really what it was when when my dad put me out there. Like he would always because growing up as a kid, like I kind of just got the things that I've always wanted. Hey, what do y'all want? What do you want for Christmas? Make your Santa Claus gift list, and then it was there. We wanted a PlayStation, boom. We wanted an Xbox, boom, Christmas, blah, 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 blah. And, it wasn't until, my dad started taking me out to, project sites, growing up, and I had to start working under him to understand, what he went through to be able to provide for us. And that stuff is not easy work. Now that I'm older and I'm being able to try to fund my lifestyle, because, I had to spend money, what I'm saying? Yeah.
Bougie.
Yeah. Us. Yeah.
Yes.
Tell them about your cologne collection.
All 500 bottles.
Yeah, how much that is?
Liking to smell good don't mean you bougie. Some people need to actually take notes on that if you're watching.
500 bottles?
Yep. But regardless, he
20!
he taught me a lot.
He threw some stuff away.
The bottles was empty.
and replenish them. But no, he taught me a lot. He taught me a lot to be able to get out there and get it on your own, because, my words from my dad is like, Daniel, ain't nobody finna save you.
Yep.
Ain't nobody finna come to hold your hand. Ain't nobody finna care, because life gonna eat your ass up. He gonna chew you out. And then you gonna sit there and cry about it, or you gonna make something happen. And like, you know, when I like to see like my dad in his eyes in his older years, like when I came back from the military, you know, I haven't physically seen him in a long time, and to see like that older look in his eyes, like to know like, yo, he's getting older. It's something about that hit my heart, because I'm like, man, you know, all these years of him and trying to instill so many different things in me, and it's like, it really didn't hit me until then. Like, damn, he's done so much. He's done this, and this. He's taught me this, and this. And now, I mean, I'm being able to apply it to myself. And I don't know what it is, but just like when you look somebody in the eyes and they tell you something like from the heart, and it hits a little different. It hits a little different, especially when it comes from your pops. You know, like, cause he's like, look, I'm not getting older. You know, like, I got this, and this. And just seeing, like, with him during his down times, like, when he wasn't, like, the robust man that I was used to knowing, it just hits different. So, yeah, like, like I said, never really had any bad moments like that, but it's just those type of transitionings really makes you see, like, that changes you as a young man. You like, damn, okay, I gotta tighten the fuck up, you know, and, you know, just shit like that, but yeah.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything they want to add to this episode before we wrap it up?
No, I do want to talk on other men, outside of, you know, kind of like what we was talking about, talking other men, kind of like what we was talking about, like what men have to go through to be able to provide for their children, how we was talking about how the dude flashed out at the plasma donation and all that other stuff. You know, it's crazy because not everybody has the means to be able to provide, and like there are men out that have to, you know, go to different lengths to get what they need to get. And you know, I feel like you can kind of explain that type of story a little bit better.
Yeah, so I mean, not to get this on to be long-winded, but I just to condense, I just think it's just one of those things where we just have to always just be more cognizant of the things that we say, be more understanding about it's about the people that we deal with on a daily basis, whether it's someone that you are friends with, someone you work with, family, or not. Like when I was teaching at the college and I was a career service coordinator, I used to always tell one thing I would always instill in my students, what, you know what I'm saying, you just never know how this person that you're dealing with today is going to affect your life, like later on, like down the road. You know what I'm saying? Cut you off in traffic, or you cussing a person out at McDonald's because they won't give you extra fucking barbecue sauce, and then a year and a half later down the road, you go to apply for a job, and you know what I'm saying, this is the fucking manager. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, bitch, you flashed out on me about that barbecue sauce that day. Fuck right. You, no job for you. You know, so just being more aware, but like don't take everything so personal, because you just never know like what people was going through. You know what I'm saying? Like again, you're saying, what kind of day they had. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's crazy.
It's never say that, bro. Personal. I literally had an experience like that. I feel like this is a little off topic, but like, I remember back when I was going through a brief struggle in my life, and I was trying to go work on base, and my dad had told me to go see this dude, and I never forget. And at this point I don't care. His name was Mr. English. He's like the main person over all the stuff he'll hire or whatever. And I came up to the place, and it's like, it's on base, so you kind of just like, you know, you go to like, I went to like the little office, and they, you know, they say, oh yeah, we'll take your resume, and then they took my resume, and I never heard nothing back from them. So I came up there again a couple weeks later, and I happened to see the gentleman. I was like, hey, Mr. So and so, and he turned around, and he was like, he said, don't be saying my name like that, like you know me. Well, it just kind of came out very offensive, you know, because I'm like, I said it professional. I said Mr. So-and-so, you know, and I think the type of person that he was just one of those like, oh, you know, I got the females of the job around me right now, you know, like he's trying to be the I don't know, like the head honcho, like he, you know, weird little individual. And I think he takes that power to his head, and, you know, And it was crazy because I told him, I was like, hey, you know, I was recommended to come see you, you know, to see if you would be able to, you know, look at my resume, maybe if you could offer me a job, or if I'm able to apply properly, because I've submitted a resume before, I never heard nothing back. You know, I figured I'd come to the head of the source. And just the way he treated me at that particular time, just like I was like a blow off, like a shoe fly kind of situation. And it's funny because years later he came to our place of employment, and he needed to get something done. And in my back of my head, I was like, oh, you in my hands now. Yeah, you in my hands now. So you talking about you need this, and this done. And I was like,
and I don't work for you.
And I don't work for you. And it just hit me because I'm like, you know what? But I'm a whole other type of man now. God has blessed me in different ways. So, you know, I helped him to an extent, but I wasn't finna give you the same love that I was needing when I came to you as a man, and you know, as a young man at that. You know, you trying to power flex, and you got these little pretty girls around you that home below you married. You know, I just felt some type of way. So, you know, that's the type of, I feel like that's kind of crazy, like, as a man, you know, like, you should be humble, bro, like, to the point where it's like, here's somebody out.
Right.
But, I don't know, that was a little off topic. But anyways.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Oh, nah, but it was basically just talking in on just to wrap kind of what you were saying, just understanding the struggles of what another man has to go through to be able to provide. So
yeah, and I'm thinking that just not just so much as not on the parenting level, like on a relationship level too. Like understand your partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's tough conversations like to have and like things of that nature. Not to say that, you know what I'm saying, like it should be a
you gotta get up on
I can't even think of the word right now. Don't let them like use it to manipulate the situation, or don't use that situation to manipulate. You know what I'm saying?
Like if you can't provide.
Yeah, like you can't provide. You know what I'm saying? Like just be understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like why is he so closed off? Or, you know what I'm saying, why does he go about things like in that nature? You know what I'm saying? Like it all stems from something. So, you know, just be understanding like about that, and you know.
That's big.
Give everybody grace though, because I just feel like I'm a person where I take like the stereotypical core values of like marriage like to like serious, and so like as a man I feel like you're supposed to do like certain things, like, you know, so like under this law that we about to, you know what I'm saying, like join up under. So like as a man I'm supposed to do this, that, and the third. So like if I feel like I'm half stepping like in any of them areas though, like I'm not gonna be in a great fucking mood, like, because if I can't do the shit, then that's gonna open the door for somebody else to come in and do this shit, or, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be mad at me for doing this, that, and the third. So, you know, I don't ever want to give nobody else that opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, to come make my family happy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a whole nother.
Talking about, you know, wait, when your man broke, he be mad.
That's a whole other type of conversation right there, because it just kind of speaks back on the ungrateful point. Because if you're gonna be in a man's face and you gonna want this and that, and you know he ain't at that point of his life right now, and you ain't ready to ride the bottom part of the roller coaster with him, then you can't even be mad, because you saying
we talking about for rich or poor and shit, but
it is a touchy topic. It's a whole other type of conversation.
Well, actually,
it just depends on how he handles the bottom out.
Shut me up.
What is this person broke before?
Well, actually, that goes back to hold on. That goes back to 50 episodes ago.
What is this
when we were talking about y'all standards and shit in the McDonald's worker.
Is he trying?
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Effort is very important.
And that's understandable.
The effort.
But this is stemming from my childhood and how I grew up.
What about their childhood?
Right.
We grow up different.
That's what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, but keep that in mind. Keep in mind that, you know what I'm saying, we all grew up different. So like, don't condemn your, you know what I'm saying, your partner for not being, hey, well, my mama would have did this, or, you know what I'm saying, my daddy would have did that, or, you know what I'm saying, like,
that's not how I was
my people, you know what I'm saying, would
we'll grow up.
This is how my people stand on business. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm still standing on business. I'm still doing it. It don't look like what you want it to look like, or what's familiar to you. I'm still doing it. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just I'm not saying this like me personally. I'm just saying like if those situations are, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna look different like for everyone.
Everybody has their own set standards, what they expect out of their relationships. Just go into that knowing what your partner expects.
Yeah, and it's based off these people in your life, you know what I'm saying, predominantly, you know what I'm saying, the male. You have a father figure.
It's a lot. It is a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, he down, you upset. Make sure he doing what he needs to do to get back right. You know, if you don't fuck with it.
And it is move
on. Move on to somebody that can fund it.
Yeah.
Ain't another thing.
Sit back.
Ooh, cause they gonna be mad when I say this.
Say
it. You mothers. Ooh.
This is Father's Day, goddammit.
No, I didn't need to hear this. I feel like I know where you're going with it.
Okay.
The spiteful ones?
Yes. You bitter mothers out there.
Yeah, because we didn't want to hear shit. Shit about your man beat baby.
Who make it hard for these men to even be in the child life.
Can't find you.
No.
You know, if the man want to be in a child life, if he want to be a father, let him be a father. Because sometimes y'all make it hard for them to be a father.
Just because he does not want to be with you does
Hello.
not mean he cannot see his child.
And that's right. It is so real.
Your child is not a crutch.
No, your child is not.
It's not a casualty of war.
Fucking liability.
No. Yeah, a child is not for something for you to use as leverage against him.
No.
And then you want to put him on child support.
Yeah. But I've seen that so many times because they already know the court gonna favor the woman. Right. That's just how it go. And you know, like respect to the women that be out there that be trying to co-parent and don't put their people on the other whatever on child support. But man.
Because sometimes that be the father's biggest struggle is co-parenting.
Yeah, and they genuinely not doing shit. Put that nigga on child support.
Yeah.
So now you throwing him under the bus, and now the children don't get to see him because you don't care about him no more. So like, who you really doing it for?
What you really mad about?
That's a lot. But anyway, that's a whole other type of conversation. We might get into that next week. Yeah. Who knows? So that's going to wrap up another episode of Triple P&J. We really appreciate y'all being out here for the Father's Day special. Thank you so much, PB, again, for putting your input on what it's like to be a father. Thank you for everybody that's been out there listening to our podcast. Thank you for the new subscribers. Thank you for the people who've been following us all the way up until this point.
And on TikTok.
Yeah, all them folk. Yeah.
Speaking of that.
Yep. Yo, you already know what it is. Thank y'all so much for the ones that have been following us on TikTok. If I'm not mistaken, we are already at 145 subscribers.
Sorry.
Yeah, turn it up. Anyways, turn it all the way up. We trying to push for 1K, so y'all know that next time we get on live, the first time we get on live, it's gonna be a great podcast. Yeah, I don't know, some Willis stuff. Shout out to Willis. If y'all haven't had a chance,
damn, shut up! Look at how long this song
Yeah, but anyways, big shout out to Willis. Willis did make a move. He's no longer in the area, but
my baby mama in New York.
Yeah. But we give him nothing but love. We wish nothing.
Okay.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.